Welcome to the Sanctum Sanctomites. This is AL. Yay! Doing another review, How to Love Yourself cards. This is by Louise Hay from Hay House. And I bought this deck because of a friend of mine who we talked about loving yourself and liking yourself and self-worth issues. And because it came up and she knows who she is, yeah, I'm talking about you. You know who you are. When I saw the deck and it was on sale, like I said, as you probably have seen from a couple of videos recently, there was a huge sale at Hay House over the span of November, December. And I took major advantage of it, and I got like massive amounts of decks that I've been reviewing. So, yeah, I'm sorry that you've had to go through all these reviews, but at the same time too, if it helps you find a deck that resonates with you, awesome. But I'm going to tell you this right off the bat. This deck is something I would highly recommend right off the bat. I'm going to tell you it is a 10 out of a 10. I even already had it at work, and people at work loved it. Because I had it on my desk. I took the one for the day, typed it up, and put it into our group chat for my team, and it was just like, wow, oh, cool. And it generated a lot of spark of thought of who we are and how we think of ourselves during work. And that's what one of the things is about loving yourself. So I wanted to talk about these cards because it's a deck of 64 affirmations. These cards are like coasters almost. And I love the fact that they're square. Makes it hard to shuffle because they're not oracle. But I do like randomness. So on one side it has an affirmation, and then on the other there is another. Sometimes they're related, which makes it really nice. So it says, I use my words and thoughts as tools to shape my future. And on the back it says, life is very simple. I create my experiences by my thinking and feeling patterns. What I believe about myself and about life becomes true for me. And every card is different. Different pictures, different things. My business is prosperous. I rejoice in other people's successes because I know there's plenty for everyone. And this was one of the ones that I put up for work. Because a lot of times we think that we have to be successful and other people can't be successful because we're being successful, that it's a zero-sum solution. And it's not. Everybody can be successful. Success is different for everybody on the way that they feel about what success is. Yeah, I know that our works always have a grade level that everybody has to be graded upon, which I find to be a bunch of hooey. Because what they think is success is not necessarily how I define success. And I have already had my talks with my superiors about that nonsense. And they're like, well, you could make more money if you do this. And I sat there and I looked down at myself. I'm sorry. No, it's not about money. It's about happiness. I'm trying to work to live. I'm not living to work. And you're trying to make it about that. No. I'm sorry, that's not what this is about for my life. And it's kind of like I had to have a reality talk with my supervisor and my manager, and tell them, like, you guys like to live, you guys make family important, right? Yeah. So why are you trying to make me do more than what I really want? Because I want to work to live. It's not about it's not about living to work. And you're trying to make me do this better stuff because, oh, it means more pay, it means more this, it means more that. It means more pressure, it means more stuff I have to worry about if I don't make it and all this other crap. And I'm not about that. And they kind of looked at me and they went, oh, and I said, I'm sorry, you forget. I used to do managing and training work at other companies before I came here. So this nonsense doesn't work for me. It doesn't work on me. That whole rah rah sis boom bah. I'm not competitive. It don't work. What really works is actual, like, giving me benefits and doing things and showing me that, hey, you qualify for this other job. If you do X, Y, and Z, you would be higher up in line for this job. And that would actually free up your time so you could do X, Y, and Z outside of work. That's how you get my attention. And that's when my manager goes, oh, and I went, ding, 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 we have a winner. I said, I think you finally understand where I'm coming from in life. So yeah, needless to say, these cards do make a difference, because I probably would never have said that before. So it says, I have respect for my body and I treat it well. I affirm positive things about my body and tell it I love it often. Most of us do not give ourselves a body positive experience. We do not tell our body that I know and affirm that my body is a friendly place to live. We do not. I do not do that enough. I will be the first one to tell you, I am learning to live with my body, but I am not learning to be, I have to learn to be happier about who and what I am and what I look like. So these cards are actually quite good. I am part of the harmonious whole, as we all are. Although some of us need to be kicked and beaten on and popped in the butt to get with the program. I'm a free person living in a world that is a reflection of my own love and understanding. Now, this isn't trying to disregard all the crap that's going on in the world. What it is trying to set a mood and a visualization in your mind of giving you a place of peace to work with, a positive affirmation of thought to help you move forward in a positive light. Taking in all those negative things and turning them into positive energy. I visualize all my limitations falling away one by one until I'm safe, healed, and whole. This is probably one of the cards that I most truly feel closest to. I let go of limitations and recognize the true beauty of my being. So these cards are amazing. Like I said, there's 64 affirmations. The moment I'm willing to change, it is amazing how the universe brings what I need. I trust myself in the process of life. The thoughts I choose to believe right now are forming my experiences. I now listen to what I say and do not say anything that I do not want to become true for me. Again, it's the power of positive voices, power of positive thought. It is the intention, the power of intention, as some people call it, the secret. If you put out positive, you get positive. If you put out negative, you will receive negative. It is, I speak and think positively. My current thinking shapes my future. If I hear about using negative or limiting words, I change them. This is the one that I used yesterday because at work, my team had a really big issue. We had a couple of issues with putting ourselves down because we didn't reach a certain goal on something. Or we were like lower on a goal than where we should be. Which to me, it's like, it's December, get over it. We'll be better. We just gotta continue trying and moving on and moving forward and upward. And when I put that on, they were like, changing negative words and limiting words and changing them to something better. And I'm like, yeah, so I'm sorry I can't do that. It becomes, I would love to do that. All I need is. And they were like, oh, that's all it is instead of saying, no, that can't be done, is, well, I would love to do that. However, we would have to have all of these things to be able to do that. So those are the things that these cards do. They make you think more of what you are. I accept that I can't learn other people's lessons for them. They must do the work themselves, and they will do it when they are ready. This one is so me. I try to help too many people. I try to prevent people from being in pain, and I can't do their work for them. They have to be the one to do the work themselves. They have to choose the best path for them. And that particular person who I told you about who needs this deck, this one's for you, darling, because I can only do so much. You have to do the work. But you have to believe, because, listen, You are worth it. Everything you need comes to you in the perfect time. You are not alone. You are never alone. You are worthy of your own love. You don't have to earn love, and any more than you have to earn the right to breathe. You don't earn the right to breathe, you just breathe. So you don't have to earn love. You have the right to love. It just is. You are precious, and you should cherish who you are. This deck is that kind of amazing. It gives you the thought process, and it tells you things that you don't tell yourself. Things that we should automatically know and assume. But in this day and age, we don't. Which, again, it's pretty sad. And sadder. And, like, really, really, really sad. So, seriously, give it a chance. Hay House has it. I don't know if Amazon does. If they do, I'll link it. But Hay House does have sales often, and this deck is not that expensive. I think it's like $10. But for $10 for 64 affirmations that you will use over and over and over again, is amazing. The only thing I wish about this box is, although I love it that it pops down, is I wish it had a clamshell closing, so the top part would stay down more. For the affirmations itself, I give it a 10 out of 10 for the overall with the box issue. I probably give it like a 9.5 out of 10. So I know a lot of times when I go over decks and stuff, I talk about a lot of positive and negative things. I talk about things that matter and don't matter. But I wanted to really showcase this deck today. One, because of the fact that so many people out there are hurting in this day and age. I've lost friends this past year to suicide. I've lost family to stupid stuff. I lost a cousin, a younger cousin to me, from kidney disease. And he was waiting for a transplant. And the pain was so great. And because of the opioid crisis, they wouldn't give him pain meds anymore to keep him from being in pain. And so he chose to die, then wait for a kidney transplant. That was my early birthday gift back in September. My cousin, my younger cousin, chose to die. He was already in hospice and he was getting worse, and he chose to basically give up, then fight, because of the opioid crisis, because of mismanagement on so many levels. And so now we're going so far to the other side that people who are in chronic pain can't have meds the right way, are not getting what they need. So my cousin died. And the person and the thing is that 2 weeks later, a match for him came up. So yeah, affirmations are important. They are huge. I don't think that any one of us out there have ever gone through a period of time where we have felt 100% awesome about ourselves. And that's what this deck is about, for those times, for the day you wake up feeling shitty, for the day you wake up feeling like that the world is against you, for the day you feel okay but you know that you should feel better, the day that you're getting ready for an interview and damn it, you need that boost of confidence. That's what this deck is about. So give yourself a chance. There are a lot of other affirmation decks out there. There's a couple others that I probably am going to get. There's a couple ones that are pretty funny that I'm planning on acquiring, and they will be reviewed as well. But this one I definitely was specific to a friend of mine, that the issue has come up a couple of times between us, and I wanted to bring it up because eventually I'm going to buy her a copy. She doesn't know it yet, but she will know as soon as she watches this video. She's going to get a copy. So yeah, it's important. It's a good thing. Everybody needs to have that affirmation that pulls up just at the right time that says, hey, you are amazing. You are lovable. You have skill. You rock them today. That's right. You rock them today because you're worth it. Don't you ever forget that. And that's one of the things I hope that you take from that. And from any readings that I give you, is that yes, there's bad things. Yes, there's good things. But by choosing to do what's needed to make the changes in your life, you can choose the positive road. You can choose to make the good things happen and avoid the negative. So, have yourself an awesome week. Until next time, bend it in.